Okay, so I do see that there are more questions associated with exercise 2. What is it? What can someone elaborate on 2B?
Two,
Um,
2B,
Is that like we're supposed to identify
the
all of
five
them?
forces. So basically, yeah, we're just supposed to talk through like threat of new entrance, rivalry, and what are the other ones?
suppliers, buyers,
Yeah,
Yeah.
product
buyer
substitutes.
power, supplier power, and one more. What?
Product substitutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to do that for either question. Which one would we rather do? Again, this is where like the information comes in. We don't have that much about magnesis.
Yeah, I say just do the fire media.
Okay,
I
so
think.
then for fire media,
I guess
what's
we
that?
can start off with like
Oh, when I was taking notes, I just did it like in general.
What do you mean?
Like for new entrants, I said like the price of something. Never.
Oh,
you
like
just kind of did in
you
general.
weren't
You didn't do it.
specific to fire media?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So I did that.
I guess we can talk through, I guess the first one, the threat of new entrants. So I guess so the fire media we're talking about the app, not obviously not the festival, right?
Yeah, it's the app. But they do go hand in hand in certain areas.
Yep. So what was the main goal of the app again?
The app was literally a booking app. So I actually wrote down.
So booking and promoting basically.
So it's okay. So their mission statement, or maybe this is their mission statement, but it's essentially booking and concierge service made for the culture by those who live it. And their vision was working to solve the decades-old problems that entertainers have had with negotiating terms, executing agreements, and getting paid. So kind of like an easier platform to kind of like hire all these people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because wasn't the beginning of Fire Media Billy trying to book Ja Rule, and it was a whole thing going back and forth, and so they tried to simplify that process.
Yeah, because he said that he had to like go through like one person who knew another person who knew another person, and they had to like put all these down payments that like it was just like so much of a hassle.
Yeah.
So I guess I would honestly say the threat of new entrants, like I guess apps that are very similar coming into that market, competing with that is honestly pretty low. I don't really feel as if like somebody's creating an app to do specifically what Fire Media is trying to do. But also, I mean, you could say the threat's high of like just because innovative technology, that's what everybody's using. And obviously, like the consumer preference is probably shifting to like booking things through apps. I mean, you can tell when I book a hotel or my family books a hotel, it's all through an app. You know what I mean? So I mean, I guess you could say, I guess it could go either way, but like for what they're using it for, probably low in my opinion.
Yeah. So.
Wait. But okay, so considering well, I guess during that time, that was an entirely new thing for them. So wouldn't the threat of new entrants be big?
Because they're starting something?
Yeah, like it's the same amount of opportunity for anyone looking to go into that. So let's say Fire Media starts picking it up a bit. They don't have that much of a base considering they just started. So I feel like if maybe you had another company that wanted to expand into that market and they have the resources, they could, you know what I mean?
That's a good point.
I agree. And then I guess to go hand in hand with that, the actual rivalry, I would say is actually low. I was probably more talking about rivalry now that you say that. Rivalry is definitely low because it's new.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you're right. That does make sense.
Since like they don't have a competitor, then the price can be up.
Yep.
So they're like the only ones
they can price it at anything that they want.
Yeah, control the market.
Yep. I guess if y'all want to talk about the power of the buyers, I believe that is very high, obviously because it's new. If people aren't using his app, if people aren't investing in what he's creating, obviously he's not going to be successful. And I believe the buyers have all the power in this circumstance, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree, especially because like again, like how do I word this? So like the app is supposed to have like different types of influencers, celebrities, like musicians, bands, whatever, right? So it's like they kind of have to tailor like to the buyers because it's like who do the buyers want to see? Like who are they willing to pay for?
Exactly.
Right? So they can't just have like random ass
Yeah.
people on there. They're gonna have to
Yeah.
have like people who are like really high up there and like have like a high audience for like people to actually want to like hire them on.
I believe the buyers have all the power, and then the suppliers have zero power. They're about to be completely honest with you. I believe they have zero power.
So, okay, just to clarify, the buyers are anyone that wants to book an artist or a musician, whoever.
Correct.
And then, so the suppliers would be the artists and musicians,
Would-
correct?
Them and
And the actual app, right?
yeah, the actual app and
Yeah.
owner of the app. So like, yeah,
Because they're the
have
ones
zero
supplying
power
these influencers and
because people aren't
celebrities.
using it. Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. And they also have zero power because they can't. Yeah, they can convince people with like a good time and a high status to purchase their product, but really not having power. That's more convincing and like hoping they invest in their product.
All right, so that's 2 down or 3 down if you want to count the suppliers.
I guess rivalry we talked on already.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Is very low. In substitutes, I guess I honestly would think that'd be low because not too many
Yeah,
people.
there's no substitutes, right?
Yeah, I feel like there's not really any substitute for what he's doing. But
I guess like
But
private agents, like agents
Yeah.
associated with the artists, but
or I guess like you could say since he's using it for online booking, you could say like a substitute would be like anything booking over the phone or like physically booking, going in somewhere and booking. That's like the only substitute,
yeah,
basically.
but even then it's like not even the exact same thing,
Right.
but it's still a substitute. So yeah.
So
but the
did we
convenience of the app definitely outshines them with competition.
discuss the general environment?
No, we didn't. We kind of went straight into the 5 forces, but we can talk about it now.
Okay, yeah, that's cool with me.
All right, so their greatest opportunity and how they could exploit it.
For Magnesis or Fire Media?
Fire media.
Fire media.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's what we're doing.
Let's see.
But I think what he's also asking for like the general environment, we're supposed to like discuss like demographics, political, technology, global, socio-cultural stuff. Is that what we're doing?
I mean, we could touch on that.
That's what I did
What?
for Magnesis. That's what I did.
Okay, I think that's what he's asking. I
And then
believe.
what's the greatest opportunity within the general environment? And greatest threat? Do you think that's what that's asking?
Yeah, that might be. I guess, yeah.
For some reason, I didn't write notes on the general environment for Fire Media. I only did it for Magnesis.
Well, do you want to do Magnesis?
No, it's fine. I could still do it.
I feel like a lot of Magnesis is also applicable to Fire Media because he kind of has the same concept going into like every venture he does. Really.
All
Yeah.
scam.
Like celebrity exclusive.
Yep.
Appealing to millennial audience.
Paying for an experience. That's not necessary at all.
Okay, so then out of all of the like 7 segments associated with the general environment, what do you guys think would be the greatest opportunity for Fire Media?
Graphic.
Yeah, demographic.
Demographic, right?
It's got to be demographic.
Socio-cultural, isn't that
True.
Yeah, I was thinking
Also-
between those two because that's like it changes the attitudes about quality like of life and it like shifts like what was it? Like preferences.
Wait,
Yeah.
can you explain
What
that a bit?
about technological though? I mean, they're using technology to like,
True.
Oh wait,
yeah.
yeah, that's true. That is true.
I would
Yeah.
say not really political or legal or sustainable physical.
Yeah, definitely not sustainable.
I guess you could say global. They're trying to reach like literally everybody to like he's wanting everybody to come to his festival kind of deal.
Everybody
He's
that's
wanting
rich.
everybody to do what?
Everybody that's rich.
Yeah, well, yeah, but the greatest threat. What would you say the greatest threat in their general environment?
Mm,
I guess other new entrants. Just because it's such a new startup, it wasn't established. There's
Yeah,
the possibility for someone else to swoop in.
I'm just
with
trying
more
to see.
resources.
I'm just trying to
Sure.
see like based off the general environment though.
Mm,
Do you think maybe like anything legal?
yeah.
true.
Because of like,
Definitely,
like
yeah,
some maybe like they can't fulfill like promises, or
yeah,
maybe they become liable for what these like
definitely
influencers
actually.
and celebrities that they offer. So if they do anything, maybe they're liable for it. Maybe like
Yeah, you're definitely
something
right.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, and considering how shady Billy is, we have
Yeah.
no idea the kind of contracts they signed.
Yeah.
Yep. But
Okay.
so do y'all want to do? Is it 3 now?
I think is there is 2C a part of
No, there's no 2C.
there's no 2C?
Yeah. It's
Wait,
like
so
it's
Sophia,
like
what
kind
did
of
you
like
put?
where
And like I added that as a note to myself. So
Oh, come
sorry.
on. I was like, what kind of
My
question
bad, my
is
bad.
that? Okay. So then yeah, we can move into exercise 3. And we just picked 2 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, technically we've been talking about it, just
Yeah. But I guess
for fire media.
I guess you could say how does the threat of new entrants? I think he's just asking like in general, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
How does
It
the
is
threat of new
the
entrants
one-
influence
yeah.
the supply and demand curve? I mean, I think the threat of new entrants affects the supply and demand curve because the new entrants, whenever they enter the market, the supply of that particular product will obviously increase, and then obviously the consumer demand will decrease because
Mhm.
there's more of that product being offered. So
So
I guess a highly saturated market of like all these new people coming in. Say, for example, like what is it? I just saw this thing like Tesla. You know how they obviously started the electric car stuff now, like Volkswagen and all these other companies are doing the electric car thing. So honestly, I believe like the demand for electric cars is going down as the new entrants come in. I don't know
And
if y'all agree.
when there's new entrants, the price goes down. So they like have a competitive price.
Yeah, correct.
And then I said the quantity, I guess for like a specific like group, like maybe Tesla, if a bunch of other like Toyota, Honda, whatever, they're making it, then I guess maybe the quantity goes down that they have to make because they're not the only people selling it.
That or honestly, with new entrants coming in, they might have to make more models and stuff as well though to compete.
Yeah, true.
Have competitive advantage. So I guess I can go hand in hand.
Well, I guess it entirely depends on demand and
Yep.
cost.
Yep. I guess for the next one, what is it? Power of suppliers. How does that influence the supply and demand curve? I'd say like suppliers have the power to change the price of like certain materials that companies are trying to purchase. So like they can either make it difficult or easy for companies to purchase specific materials to make their products. So I guess I'd say like I have this example I wrote down. Let's see. I said, for example, if suppliers make certain materials high price, the demand will increase and the supply will go down because the prices are high. I guess vice versa.
In my notes, I said the fewer suppliers to an industry, the more a company would depend on a supplier. As a result, the supplier has more power and can drive up input costs and push for other advantages in trade. On the other hand, When there are many suppliers or low switching costs between rival suppliers, a company can keep its input costs lower and enhance profits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he called it like pricing power
Mm-hmm.
in the videos.
Yeah, but I guess that's 2 of them.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, should be good.
Okay. So let me stop this.